Richard Wilmore.
Hi everyone, welcome to Make Your Day Richer. Just before we start, can I just show you this shirt? I'm going to end up probably in the dark. There we go. Look at that shirt. How fun, right? That's from my friend Becky, who you all know from the Gorilla HR podcast. She made this shirt for me for my birthday, and I love it, and it makes me happy. And she made the patch, put it on. She's so crafty. She's going to come on here and do some craft segments with us because I just love her so much. All right, well, let's start the show, shall we? My guest is a true hero for children everywhere. Her name is Miss Unicorn, and she's a teacher who is helping to change the lives of kids and parents by bringing the magic of reading to their homes every Tuesday night on Facebook and YouTube. She's going to share her incredible journey and tell us how her own students gave her the name Miss Unicorn. So if that sounds like a good show to you, click that like button, click that share button, and let's start the show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Can you believe that you are the first unicorn on this show?
Yeah.
I know. What do you think?
Well, look at here.
Look at that.
And people say that unicorns aren't real, and I have to remind them that
Hello?
unicorns are actually real. And it might not be, it's not about what a person looks like. The unicorn is the magic that's inside of
Ooh.
me. So when kids see or hear about Miss Unicorn, they automatically think of something magical because they're attaching it to the unicorn, which is great because that's what I want. And I didn't come up with this name for myself. My students did.
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah.
Where did this whole entire life come from?
Okay. I was a second grade teacher at a school in Aiken County called Warrenville Elementary. And I started off in second grade, but I was in a really bad car accident. And I've had to have 8 surgeries, and I had to learn how to walk all over again. It's been a journey.
You look like you're 17 years old.
I'm 36. I'm 36.
Wow.
And somebody had sent me a message on Facebook showing me that a principal in Florida, she reads to her students. And I was like, that's a great idea. And me being a teacher, I noticed like kids are coming into the school system and they are not prepared. When I started teaching, I started off in second grade, then I moved to kindergarten because I had an aide. And with my car accident, I went back to school on crutches. Like I wouldn't stop. This is my purpose. Like I know that I am supposed to do what I am doing. It took me a minute to walk in this light and to believe it for myself, but I know that this is all part of God's plan for me and for the children in this world. And I am just being obedient and doing what he's asking of me to do. And so somebody sent me the message on Facebook. She was like, this just seems like something you would do. And I was like, you know what? This would be a great idea. And then my sister is a single parent, and I see how she's trying to juggle everything, and she wants to read to her kids. But she also wants to make sure that she's giving every kid what they need at night. And she would call me, and sometimes she feels like she's not being a good mom because she can't be with both of her girls at that time at the same time. And she wanted to give them their time. So I was like, well, I could read. And when I read to kids, it's not just going to be for my nieces. It can be for any kid who just needs a bedtime story, or maybe a mom or a dad just needs a break because they want to read to their kid, but life happens. And I understand that. Well, if I go live on Facebook every Tuesday night at 7:30, the kids are guaranteed to get at least one story a night, and I interact with them. So I'm teaching them about the parts of the book and things like that, because when kindergartners come to me and you hand them a book and they don't know what to do with it. And to me, it's like, why doesn't your kid know what to do with the book? And so many parents are just waiting for them to get in school, for them to learn things. And it's like, no, you're actually their first teacher. So they need these things. So then I was like, well, if parents tune in to story time and they'll see it, it's not something you have to sit and plan for. Well, I do because I'm intentional, but it's a fun thing. And so if I can show how fun it can be, then maybe it won't be like another thing on their to-do list. It's just something that they get to do. It's a fun thing. And so the kids started calling me Miss Unicorn. And actually, I was in the newspaper And because they were talking about my efforts of connecting the classroom with the community, because it was during COVID time and we didn't have school, but I was still reading to kids and trying to make sure they still were getting what they needed. And I told the newspaper, I was like, I don't even like unicorns, and when they ran it, my kids saw it and they were like, you don't like you, like they were upset with me. And I was like, no, I had to tell the adults that, because adults wouldn't understand, like me being an adult and just loving unicorns the way I did. So I kind of flipped it for the
That's
kids.
between you and I.
Yeah, kind of, that was kind of our thing. But now, as I've grown into my purpose, I love being Miss Unicorn.
Yes.
When I'm out at the store and a kid says, oh my God, it's Miss Unicorn, and the excitement that they get, it really does something to me internally. So that's how I know I'm on the right path.
Did you always have like the complete outfit? I like when I was watching your videos on Facebook, it reminded me of when I was a kid watching the old like PBS shows that we would watch,
like Reading Rainbow.
Yes,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
What was it, like Under the Umbrella Tree? You remember all of those?
Yeah.
Now that I know that we're kind of the same age, I'm older than you, but like that's what it reminds me of just like I was watching them and I'm like, wait, am I supposed to?
Right. Yeah, it kind of makes you feel kind of,
Yes.
and then so I kind of went through those emotions. Like, here I am, and I don't have any kids of my own, but I love
You have
kids.
Tons
Like,
of
I have a lot of
kids,
kids,
yeah.
I say, but I don't have any biological kids, so I'm able to pour into kids. Matter of fact, one of my nieces told me, like, maybe I shouldn't have any kids because then I wouldn't be able to help so many kids. And I was like, well, that's a good perspective, kind of thing. And so I guess for me, I just had to get confident in my purpose and realize that it's bigger than me. And like, maybe some adults might not understand it, but I am giving kids something they want, but it's something that our kids need, because our kids are not reading on grade level. And every year they're getting deeper and deeper into this hole. And if they don't get the help, then they're going to grow up to be adults that can't read and write. Like, I literally was at a coffee shop and I use Miss Unicorn all the time. So she's like, what's the name for the order? And I was like, Unicorn. And she looked at me, which I'm okay with getting the looks because most people do. But she looked at me because she couldn't spell unicorn. And in that moment, I was like, wow. So I also own a tutoring business. So I just love helping kids. And I actually gave her my number. I was like, no judgment, but I can help you break your words down and help you now. So everything I do is all to help kids. So as long as the kids are receiving Miss Unicorn well, I have learned to not care about how adults feel about it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
How do you choose the books?
I kind of try to do a theme. Like, so for June and July, it was more like summer books. Just wanted to just read for fun. And then when August hit, that's when most kids were starting to go back to school. So I do back to school theme read alouds. I actually just went to an event last night in Lancaster. It's called Pretty Girls Pray. And a book author was there. And she wrote a children's book. And so she actually shared it with me. And I'm excited because I'm sharing it this week. But it's more like an affirmation book. So I'm thinking maybe the month of September, I'm just going to pour into kids and remind them who they are. Because school is hard, and kids are trying to navigate a lot of things. So we need to remind them that you are special and you can do these things. It may be different. It may be uncomfortable, but you can do these things because if another kid can do it, so can you. So I kind of just pick my themes. And then, of course, holiday books are easy because I just wrap time around the holidays.
And it's Story Time with Miss Unicorn. Is it every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday at 7:30. Every Tuesday, unless I have an event, then sometimes I'll have to change the schedule because kids are traveling to me. And I want to make sure bedtime is important. A bedtime routine, I feel like, is very important. So I want to keep that. But I also want parents to make story time a part of their bedtime routine as well. But it's every night at 7:30 on Facebook. But recently, about 3 weeks now, I've been streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I've been keeping myself from being on YouTube because I felt like I didn't have everything just right. But I'm learning that you just have to start. Just start and make changes as you go, and then things will just kind of fall into place.
That's what I tell everybody who starts doing video stuff. Like, don't wait. And like this, I used to do this without lights and a microphone.
Okay.
And for like 2 years.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk to people. And then I was like, oh, I should change something about that so people can hear. So yes, I love that you just started doing it.
So I just started, and if you could see behind the background, I have like it's sitting on a stand, and then I have a file little folder thing, and then I have my laptop on that, and then I have my phone here. But I'm making it work, and I know that I'm reaching kids, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah. What age group would you say that you're targeting?
I would say like early childhood education age group, so maybe like kindergarten through third graders. But I do have some fourth and fifth graders that watches, and my niece is in middle school, and she loves me, so that's probably why she watches. But
No.
I realize that her interest is starting to slowly fade away, but she will give me feedback,
Oh.
and I do appreciate that. So they do watch, and they do give me feedback.
What feedback are you getting from the kids that are watching? Because like I said, like it just seems so fun and nostalgic to me.
Mhm.
So what are you hearing?
The kids just love it, and the kids think I can see them, and I can't
Oh.
see them. So I talk to them and I say, "Hey," and I think they feel seen,
Yeah.
even though I truly can't see them. And so that's why they love it so much, because somebody is saying their name, and somebody, if they type in the comments, like they're just feeling seen, and
Yeah.
that's their chance to be heard. Their little voices in their own little way, because I'm asking them about this book, and we're reading it together, and they're able to give their input on it too. So the kids at the school that I used to teach at, they love story time. Like when I go to Warrenville, I feel like a celebrity. I always leave with my cup full every time.
Mm.
So they enjoy it, even down to the merch. Like
Mhm.
when I go to schools and I do visits, the kids ask me like, "Hey, where can we?" One kid was like, "Where can we get your merch?" And I was like, "My merch? What?" He was like, "Your shirt you're wearing." I was like, "You would want this shirt?" And he was like, "Yes." I was like, "With my face or without my face?" He was like, "No, I want your face on it." So then I started just asking kids randomly, like, "Would you like this shirt, like with my face or without?" But every kid seems to want my face on it.
Of course.
So that makes
because
me
it's such a
excited.
like it's so cute.
Yes.
How can people like best support you? Like can they I mean besides watching, like what are the
Mhm.
ways they can they do you have an Amazon list that people can with books on it that people can buy for you or how does that work?
I don't. Everything I do is just based off of I take funds from my tutoring business, which is Elevated Minds Academy, and that is how I support Storytime.
Okay.
I try to go to the library so that I'm not constantly buying books. Because it does get expensive,
Yeah.
because I'm not just going to pick a book just to read it. It
Mhm.
has to have some substance in it. I want it to have a message, and I need it to be something fun and that the kids can relate to. So I'm honestly, I've never thought about asking for help, because I guess I feel like when you do your job, you don't ask people for help. You just do what you're supposed to do. But people do donate books.
Yeah.
So book donations, I love those, because like for Halloween, I give out one piece of candy and I give out books in my neighborhood.
Mm.
Like I don't really do a lot of candy. And I'm always trying to give out books. So like even for my tutoring students, they get books for like birthday gifts, different things like that. So if people want to support me, book donations would be amazing. And honestly, now I'm starting to ask for sponsors. It's not necessarily with story time, but it all ties in together. A lot of kids need help with reading.
Mhm.
They are reading so below grade level, and I'm just not in a place yet where I can do sessions for free. So I'm calling on the community to sponsor kids, and then I'll kind of give a discount or something just so that we can help kids. So pouring into me financially would help the kids, and it can also help me buy books. So thanks for asking.
How do
that.
they do that on your website or
So I do have a webpage. It's www.missunicornstorytime.com, but there's no way for you to actually pay, like donate.
Mhm.
But you can call me for a consultation, and then I can like tell you how you can help me. And then I also have a Cash App, but it's just linked to my tutoring business. But those funds do go right back into Storytime to help
Okay.
me buy the books. So they could do that as well.
But I do love that you're using the library because
Yes.
such a great resource that a lot of people aren't
Mhm.
talking about anymore, the library. So I'm glad you're doing
And
that.
sometimes, like if I'm not super busy, I'll try to make content just showing the inside of libraries, because
Yeah.
what I'm learning is parents aren't taking their kids to the library, and
Yeah.
it's free.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, we don't know." Well, you don't have to know anything.
Yeah.
There's
nothing to-
somebody at the circulation desk. You tell them they can help you, what you're looking for. You tell them how old your child is, and they will direct you to where
Mhm.
to go. And then you just let your kid pick their own book. You can
Yeah.
guide them, but we want them, they fall in love with reading by being able to read things that they love about. So, or read things that they love. Oh, that didn't come out right. They fall in love with reading by reading about things that they love. There we go. Whew, that was a tongue twister.
And there's also so much at the library.
Yes, there are, and they have like, I tell them like your kid can go and play on the computer, like educational games, or it's other kids there. So it's great socialization time for kids as well.
Yeah. What do you love most about your life right now?
Being able to share my story. That has been pretty amazing in getting story time out there. And also just knowing that when I end my story time, I tell my kids all the time, like, if nobody has told you that they love you, I love you. Like, and I need for kids to feel that because a lot of kids aren't getting that at home, you know? And so I love the fact that I get to kind of fill in the gaps for these kids that need those things. They need a book. They need to feel seen, or even though I can't see them, they feel like they're being seen and they're getting some love. And so I love being able to be that for the kids.
This is why when I saw you had posted on some random Facebook page that I was like, I need to meet her because you just like embody everything that this show is about, and I love it. So thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. What is the best way that people can connect with you? Like the Facebook page or
Facebook page? I'm on Instagram, on TikTok. I do like magical tips. So I teach parents how to help their kids with reading skills, and I'm going to start throwing in some math skills in there as well. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay. Yes. And if I get I'm trying to get my subscribers up on YouTube. So then when I go live, I can chat with people. Right now I can only just stream, but I'm ready to go live and be able to chat with them as well. Because my end goal is to take it off of Facebook and then it goes on YouTube. And then I will make like guest appearances on Facebook eventually.
I love that.
Yeah, so there's a goal in mind.
Of course there is.
But for right now, I'll be on Facebook every Tuesday night at 7:30.
7:30. Storytime with Miss Unicorn.
Storytime with Miss Unicorn.
7:30.
Yep. All you have to do is search Storytime with Miss Unicorn. It's this picture of me doing like this. Click on that page, like it, because every time I go live, it notifies the families that I'm going live as well. So it's been great. Yeah. I love it.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me,
Thank
Richard.
you for what
I really
you're doing.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. And thank you for shining a light on Storytime because I am trying to get it out to as many houses as I can. My friends have spoken over Storytime, so they have told me that this is going to be a global thing. So I'm ready to go in that direction.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. We're going to take a break and get ready to go global.
Okay.
And then we'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well-being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. So on tomorrow's show, come back tomorrow, because it's Oliver Crooms. He will be here talking about the Carolina Film Festival that's this coming up weekend. So you should get your tickets. But hear about him and all the work he's doing with the Carolina Film Festival for independent films and also the superhero that he plays in his downtime. So go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. And we'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye.